Hi, welcome to The Real Deal on the Virtual Channel Network. So, another fabulous demo reel for us to watch. Marc Bass, fabulous producer, former agent extraordinaire.
And Ivy Isenberg, former agent, former
what?
Assistant agent, former
assistant
casting director, now
My
casting
God.
director owning her own
If I had
casting
so many,
office. And
am I using up my 9 lives in this town?
no.
I used to manage.
Yeah.
I was an assistant at an agency, a talent
You got
agency,
a lot of
lit
experience.
agency.
And you I mean,
Didn't cover up the roots.
you
so
grew up in LA too. So
Yeah.
you've been around this your whole life.
My dad was at William Morris. I used to be a child actor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anything that we should know about?
Oof. We'll talk about that another episode.
Do you have a reel that you'd like to submit for us to review?
You know what? So once a year, my dad will do like an Ivy Isenberg like marathon. It lasts about 4 minutes.
Okay, I was going to say how long.
Yeah, with all my old footage, mostly when I was like 10.
Yeah.
All right, so today we are watching Paul Nygro's demo reel. Let's go ahead and take a look.
The Germs have decided to do their album on Slash Records.
Slash Records. Yeah. Slash Records doesn't even exist.
We want Bowie to produce. Okay, or Mark Lindsay.
Mark Lindsay from Paul Revere and the Raiders. That guy makes more money in an hour than I'll see in a lifetime. Look, I'm like a huge Germs fan, all right? So I'm just going to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm thinking of starting a record label. But if I do, I'd do an album with X.
Why X?
Oh, I don't know, because they have real songs.
Real songs?
Fuck everything until next week when I have to cut your paycheck. Yeah, then you'll love the fact that I dumped all our money down the drain on an album that won't make any money. This simply isn't going to happen.
My fingers.
She's different. She's today's Susie Homemaker.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, they didn't plan any of
Is
it.
she okay?
She's resilient. In fact, the worse it gets, the funnier she is.
Show's a disaster.
We could be committing career suicide. Might be a step up for me. Are there EMTs on set?
Why do we need the fire department?
Tyler, it's gonna be great. She's gonna be fine. Trust me.
Not now.
Hey, run.
You're not going to set her hair on fire or anything, are you?
Don't be ridiculous.
Thank you.
Networks love the gimmick factor. Plus, everyone thinks we're live anyway because of the title.
No, I'm scared.
You're out of Slim Fast.
No, I'm scared and fat.
Oh, you're not that scared, are you? They've never done anything like this on TV.
Ready logos?
Well, yeah, but Tim Allen never wore 6-inch heels. Isn't this great? Woo!
Great.
Why don't you take those life jackets off?
Oh, Troy, are you going to save me?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Get the life jacket! Get the life jacket! Help! It's filling up fast! It's filling up fast! We're sinking! Get it out! Where's the cup? Get a cup! Call for help! Call for help! Somebody! Hey, Michael. Look, I heard all of it. The games, the lying. No, all of it. I don't want to be made a fool of. You may have your problems, but they are not my problems anymore. I want you out of my house, and I want you out of my life. I just hope she was worth it. Michael, please! Michael! Is this non-fat?
You'd ordered on fat.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I always order non-fat.
Okay.
How hard is it to get a drink order right?
Excuse me?
I'm just saying, it ain't rocket science, Blondie.
What?
Decaf, non-fat, cappuccino. Oh, 3 words.
I've got 3 words for you, buddy.
Whoa, I don't like your attitude. Who's in charge here?
You're looking at her.
No wonder this place is going downhill.
Yeah, well, I'm sure things will pick up a lot as soon as you head out that door.
I'm not going anywhere until I get my drink.
Yeah, what's that?
What did you expect, Spike? A welcome party? Word's out. You've been making war on the demon world.
War?
With the Slayer. You kill other demons, and the rest of us don't hold with that. Still, if I see you around here again, I'll be inclined to break that code. Do you understand?
You have any plans for the weekend?
Yes. Yes, yes, I do. Yep. Yes.
You two are dating?
No.
Yes.
Do you want to start off, or I think there's a lot of stuff to choose from. So why don't you talk about the things that you like and that you don't like, Mr. Bass?
Paul, I like your reel. The beginning, I found it a little bit difficult. The montage at the beginning is way too long. Okay, and you lost my interest. I want to be able to click the button on my machine and get right into what you do. If you want to put the montage, put it at the end, I think, because it's great to leave in my mind the different scenes that I've just seen. Some of the scenes you could maybe shorten up a little bit. The hardest thing in the montage for me is the watchability. And a lot of actors, I think, are faced with this today. The expectation from a production standpoint, and I know that it's hard to get footage and it's hard to get things remastered and it's not cheap. But today with the invention of, high def and, the computer screens, the resolution that I see and that I want to see when I click it on, it's very unwatchable at the beginning. So if you have material that you can't get remastered or retooled, maybe consider dropping it off because it makes it uninteresting. And the first reaction that I had was to shut this off because it was going to be old material.
Okay.
I left it on as we were watching it. But, it got better and better. Some of the scenes you could do without. The one scene on the boat with the sinking boat, that could go away. It really just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't show anything about your acting ability. And what you might do is, because you have a lot of material, is shorten it to 3 really important scenes that you think really showcase what you do really well. Tighten it up a little bit. Either drop the montage at the beginning, clean it up, or maybe put it at the end.
Right.
Do something different there.
Or what's nice is rather than having a montage, you have your name, you have your picture, so we know who to look for, we know who the scenes are about. I do agree with dropping that the boat scene because it doesn't really show anything in particular. It is nice to see a couple of these different scenes, but obviously, as we've discussed in the past, that a demo reel is in fact for showcasing you at your best, at your most interesting, most authentic performances. And sometimes people don't necessarily have those, but it seems like you do have a lot of legit credits. I would keep the newer ones, keep the juicy ones, make it a lot shorter, and then, like Mark suggests, maybe do the montage.
And in thinking back, what you did a couple of things really well that I liked. You put down in the left-hand corner what it was, or the title of the piece that the scene was from. If you want to make your tape really, your demo really interesting, you can show how old I am. I keep referring to tape. Mm-hmm. Not only anybody has used tape for 10 years. But what you might put the Buffy scene up front because I thought that was interesting and it was fun.
Okay.
And the fact that it's, the real voice and everything else, I thought that made it exciting. It made me want to watch that. So if you put that as your first scene, I'm going to be interested and want to watch the rest of the material and get some of the things out of it that are not great. If you have new stuff, get it on there. And remember, always put your best stuff or something that's interesting at the beginning. Otherwise, the tendency is to shut it off and move on.
I also think, with all due respect, that if you had newer material, it'd be on there.
Right.
Right? So maybe we're dealing with someone who has a bunch of legit credits, but that are not necessarily recent, or the recent stuff is not as compelling, or had maybe 1 or 2 lines or something like that. It doesn't matter to me. I have a different perspective, so it doesn't really matter to me if you put what project it's from, because typically I think with casting and with people who are used to, I mean, you might look at the
Right. I'm looking at it from a different point of view.
Right, the demo reels from project to
Sure.
project, and then there might be time in between. So for casting directors, we look at those demo reels all the time on a daily basis. So for me, I'm going to know pretty much if it's a network show, cable show, if it's some sort of movie with distribution, I'm going to know what it's from, or I'm going to know some of the other actors, and then that sort of differentiates to me between something that, you know, you guys got together and made it in your backyard, or it's a legitimate production. But at a certain point, it doesn't really matter if your performance is so compelling and you have this amazing monologue or this amazing piece or something that shows an amazing range. That kind of overrides the production value for me. It overrides the formula in terms of putting together a demo reel. But again, like Mark, you're going to want to put that up front.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that perspective.
Well, just the idea is to make it interesting, make it contemporary, make it move fast.
Right.
Give me a reason to continue to watch and finish it, and give us your best work, not
Right.
just everything you've done.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And even so, like some of the stuff that we've always talked about in terms of breakdowns, where you could come here and put a monologue on tape. And that might even be 10 times more interesting than your 3 lines on a soap as delivery guy number 1.
Yeah, I got to tell you, with the invention of technology and the way that you can use it, seriously, making a movie, making a demo reel, the mystery's gone. You know, with some proper tools, a Mac with a camera on it, you can do an awful lot. So,
Yeah.
Give us your best work, show us what you can do,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, you've got the makings of a really good demo. It's on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put this at probably an 8.
Oh,
And you can make it a 10 real easy, I think. And good luck to you. And
good.
thank you for watching The Real Deal on the Virtual Channel Network. We'll see you next time.